Hello, video number 2. So you were very brave. You stared the situation in the face and you looked at it and you acknowledged that, hey, there was a whole host of trauma here, whether it will be an abusive situation or traumatic situation, whatever it is. How did that make you feel? And how did that change you? Sometimes when a traumatic experience happens to us, when abuse happens to us, we don't always realize what's actually going on in your soul, in your mind, and we don't actually realize the effect that's having on you on day-to-day life. For example, if it was, say, for example, an abusive situation in a marriage, it could make you fearful from thinking that you could ever love again or trust somebody again or anything along those lines. The reason why I'm getting you to do this, write it down. As soon as you sit with this thing and realize, okay, this is the effect that it's happened, and this is the effect, and this is what happened to me. It's helpful to know what it is, because then my next step would be, okay, let's get you some professional help. Let's get you to a counselor that can help you walk through the complex things that has happened to you. For example, when I survived the domestic abuse in my marriage, I was left, it was like a shell of myself. I wasn't really here, but I was here. I didn't realize I was carrying so much pain and so much fear. I couldn't even trust people. I couldn't even trust myself. I was so confused. I was a hot mess, and there was a lot of complex things that I was thinking and feeling. I wouldn't have known what really was going on until I actually sat down and looked at that horrible situation and start to really unpack it. And the likelihood is this is going to take some time. Don't try to do like a whole history. It might just be what I would do. This is how I do it safely. I ask God, what area of my life do you want to heal today? That, honestly, this is how I've got all through all this crazy and all this trauma. I've literally had to walk through it with Jesus. And it was literally, a memory would come into mind about, hey, for example, how horrible my ex-husband would make me feel, and how, as a woman, I felt ugly, I felt unwanted, and I felt that nobody could ever love me. I needed to look at that situation. Firstly, write down how it made me feel. Secondly, what were the lies that came out of it? So in this situation, that I was ugly, I was unwanted, I would never feel loved by another man again. All lies. Absolute lies. But it was until that I had written it down and seen what those lies were that I could effectively deal with it. And how do you deal with it? I will tell you in the next video.